Yeah, I'm really proud of this performance. You know, I mean, it's a point. I think we could look at it a couple different ways and have a feeling that maybe we could have gotten all 3 points tonight. And I think that's the type of performance that we put out there for really the majority of the match. I think there's a couple mistakes in the game and we get punished. But the way that we're able to stay together, this is the type of when you talk about values and you talk about principles and you talk about trying to build something together and get the right energy and spirit within the club. Ultimately, when you see a performance like this tonight, that was on full display, and I think a big deal for us is how we're going about what we're doing, right? And tonight, we were able to show a lot of what we've worked on in the first 6-7 weeks. It was again something that I think every player should be proud of, and it allows us to have momentum going into the next match at another difficult place in Cincinnati.
What did you see? After it goes down 2-0, then you get the penalty. It gives you some life. It just seemed like wave after wave. Fletcher adding the speed and fresh legs.
Yeah.
Herrera overlapping. Critical made some saves.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the mentality seemed positive.
Yeah, I think number one, our structure against the ball was very good. So we didn't really ever let them get comfortable on the night, and that's something that we take pride in. And then the progress that we've made in a short amount of time from last week to this week about how we were with the ball is something that, again, I'm very pleased with. There was much more final output. There was much more efforts on goal that materialized into shots that were dangerous. Last week we had a lot of stuff in and around the area, but it never really materialized to a lot of final product. And hopefully we can keep getting into those positions. But I think even when we're down 1-0, you can see us pushing the game. When we're down 2-0, us pushing the game. We're down 2-1, pushing the game. And you can say this word relentless is one of your values, but that's the action behind it. That's what it should look like to be a relentless team.
It's a draw, it's a point, but almost feels like a victory in a way.
Not if you were just in the locker room, Steve. I think these guys were, they kind of proved something to themselves tonight about the type of character that we want to display, but no one's really satisfied right now. And I think that's a good thing because we need to hold that edge about what we want to do and not be satisfied with a point when really the performance was probably more deserving of 3 points tonight.
Benteke's injury is
I hope it's week to week. I just kind of felt something in the warm up, and we didn't. Yeah, and I don't know the extent or the details of the injury, but it was something muscular and just on a shot that was taken, and he felt something, and I don't really know the details of where exactly, but it's enough to not push it in the second match of the year and try to be cautious.
And that didn't, happening at last minute like that didn't seem to rattle your team in any way.
Yeah,
given his importance.
It's another thing to be really, really proud of in terms of us trying to bring the type of collective mentality that we want and not just depend on someone that is such an important player in our team. I mean, we miss Christian tonight, and we'll miss him anytime he's out. But I think that the way Daho stepped in, that just shows you that the next player up is ready to step in and be able to carry out the task that we put forward for every single player in our team's principles and values.
Brian, I think we have one on Zoom. Go ahead.
Yep. We'll go to Jimena. Jimena, are you there?
Okay. Good? Yep, we're good.
All right, thanks. Oh.
Coach, I know that we cannot say congratulations when we have a tie score. I'm going to go more depth. How was it to play against the Colombian players Asprilla and Moreno tonight?
Yeah, I respect both of those players. I think they're talented players. Our focus was much more on our players tonight and trying to go and execute in some of the ways that we wanted to. And so while we respect those players and their talent level, I like what we did against them for the most part on the night to hold talents like that away from our goal for the most part.
also, how do you feel about the missed opportunities?
Yeah, I want to make sure that we continue to get into those areas. I think if we get into those areas consistently, then they're going to start materializing into more goals. But you have to give a lot of credit to their goalkeeper as well tonight. He made some fantastic saves.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Troy.
That's it, Troy. Thank you.